mark out there on the front row of the grid. We'll just catch the rest of them. Cart number 4, of course, Darren Hossack. And then we have cart number 68, which would be Doc Pearson. Doc comes from the Eastern Lions Club. And they've got a green light this time around. And, oh, gee, I'll tell you what, things are very, very tight at the end of the main straight. They seem to be able to have all got round, but Remo Luciani comes out the front in cart number 20. Looks like Mark Wicks has been slotted back to about 4th position. We'll just try and catch them as they come round there. It's very hard to see their numbers looking into the sun, but cart number 4, Darren Hossack, has got himself into 4th position. Then comes Mark Wicks. Then we've got Doc Pearson out there in 4th spot. Then comes Melinda Price, I think it is, out there in pit. Hello, we've got a little bit of a stoppage at the moment. Apparently they weren't all that keen on that particular start, and the green chevron flag has come out, and they've just got to do another roll round, or a couple of roll rounds, and be started all over again. Apparently we've lost a couple of carts up the top end up there. So once again, Remo Luciani, Mark Wicks on the front row of the grid.
And away they go, and down into the bottom turn on the first occasion, coming down the main section of the course here at the Geelong Kart Club. This is the final of the Lightman Club division as they run down into the bottom turn on the first occasion, and a jumble field down into the bottom through the S's on the first occasion there. Coming down through this turn here now, just trying to pick up the front runners, and it's cart number 20, the race leader, Remo Luciani. The race leaders, they stream through onto the back straightaway in cart number 83, holding down 2nd position at the stage is Mark Wicks. But Remo Luciani down the main straightaway here at the Geelong Kart Club, down into the bottom turn, and still Remo Luciani out in front, driving cart number 20, comes down near the pit area, lines up through the turn, going down past the pit, and Remo Luciano, the race leader, down into the bottom turn, preparing now to go through the S's. This is lap number 2 and the final of the Lightman Club division. Remo Luciani, certainly plenty of pressure being applied here by cart number 83, and that is cart number 83 is Mark Wicks. Mark Wicks really taking the race right up to Luciani as they charge down the main straightaway, lining up now into the bottom turn. Luciano being strongly challenged now by Wicks as they come through past the pit area and going down to the pit gates on the next occasion. It's still Remo Luciano, and all the pressure now being applied by Mark Wicks on cart number 83 through the S's one more time. Still Remo Luciani, the race leader. Wicks in 2nd position. Tailing out there in 4th position is Darren Hossack. Remo Luciani, the race leader, still cart number 83. Mark Wicks in 2nd position. They in turn were tailed out in 3rd spot by Darren Hossack. So the top 3, Luciani, Mark Wicks, and cart number 4, Darren Hossack. That's the top 3 as they run down into the bottom section of the circuit one more time, preparing to go through the S's, and it's still Luciani doing a beautiful job out in front, coming through the bottom turn here. On Wicks, looks for a one through on the inside, and also closing right up there too is Darren Hossack in the number 4 machine. A great scrap for the front running here as they run down the main straightaway here at the Geelong Kart Club. This is the final of the Clubman Light Division. Down into the bottom turn one more time, the field really starting to jumble up, running in close formation as they come up now down near the pit area, coming down past the pit gates and going down into the bottom section of the course one more time, and it's still Luciani, the race leader. They in turn were tailed out in 2nd spot by Mark Wicks, and back in 3rd was Darren Hossack, as the rest of the field now starting to spread out around the circuit here, and it's still Luciani doing a beautiful job out in front. Remo Luciani comes off the top turn, runs down the main straightaway, and still in 2nd position, and taking the race right up to Luciani is Mark Wicks, and back in 3rd and doing a beautiful job in 3rd is Darren Hossack. So just repeating the top 3 running orders. Cart number 20, the race leader, Remo Luciani. Back in 2nd position is Mark Wicks, and tailing out in 3rd is Darren Hossack as they come through the S's once again. And here it is, follow the leader. It's a freight train as they come through the top turn now, nose to tail as they come down into the bottom section of the course and prepare to run down the long main straightaway here as they come down contesting the final of the Victorian titles here at the Geelong Kart Racing Club. Down into the bottom turn one more time. And it's still Luciani doing a beautiful job out in front. He's had the pleasure of pride right from the start of this race, the final of the Clubman Light Division. Down into the bottom section, going now through the S's, and it's still Luciani, but it's still nose to tail through the bottom section of the course. In second position now is Darren Hossack. Darren Hossack moved up one more position and now really issuing a strong challenge to Remo Luciani. Luciani goes wide and Hossack closes that gap one more time down past the controls tower. Darren Hossack had a look on the inside, but Luciani shut the gate beautifully there as they prepare to go down the main straight past the pit gates here. And it's still Hossack now. And boy, oh boy, what a pressure drive turned in so far by Remo Luciani. Led from the outset of this race through the S's once again. And now the man issuing a strong challenge to Luciani is Darren Hossack. Tucked away there in third position is still Mark Wicks. And they in turn were tailed out in fourth spot by Kart, number 68, Neil Pearson. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing in it at this stage as they come down the main straightaway. Oh, and a jumble of positions down into the bottom turn. But it's still Remo Luciani holding on. A great race. The final of the Clubman Light Division here at the Geelong Kart Club. Down past the pit gates one more time. The top four at this stage still Remo Luciani doing a beautiful job out in front. But boy, oh boy, has he got his work cut out as they go through the S's one more time. Tucked away neatly there in second position is Darren Hossack. They in turn were tailed out in fourth spot by Kart number 83. And that driver, of course, is Mark Wicks. And as they come down the main straight one more time, still nothing in it this time. And now looking for one through on the inside is Darren Hossack. But once again, Remo Luciani closes the gate. But nothing in it. Darren Hossack look for a one through on the outside. Now switches to the inside. Coming down past the pit area. Down into the bottom turn once again. And certainly Darren Hossack really taking this race right up to Remo Luciani. Coming through the S's, it's Luciani. Hossack back in third position is Mark Wicks. And they in turn were tailed out in fourth spot by Kart number 68. And Kart number 68 is Neil Pearson. Neil Pearson just waiting for the top three runners to make a mistake. Now Pearson looks for a run through on the outside. Couldn't pull it off that time. Nothing between the top four runners here in the Clubman Light Division. Nothing between the top four. Remo Luciani, the race leader. Darren Hossack in second position. Mark Wicks is third. And tailing out in fourth position is Neil Pearson. That's the top four. Through the S's one more time. And still doing a beautiful job out in front. Remo Luciani. And here's Hossack having another go. Tucks down, prepares for a slingshot down the main straightaway. Couldn't pull it off that much. That still Remo Luciani. And now coming through on the inside was Wicks and Kart number 83. A great race, a sensational race here. Action coming thick and fast. Down into the bottom section of the course one more time, preparing to take another run through the S's. Still the top four positions remaining unchanged. And here's Darren Hossack trying everything, trying right on the tail of Remo Luciani. Back still in third position is Mark Wicks, and tailing out in fourth spot is Neil Pearson. So still the top four positions remaining unchanged. And now Hossack looks for a one through on the inside, couldn't pull it off that time. Great action, absolutely sensational action coming down into the bottom section of the course once again and preparing for a run through the S's. One mistake could mean anything here. The field running nose to tail, absolutely nothing in it. Still Luciani leading and Darren Hossack there. And back in third position, Mark Wicks, and tailing out now, a bit of a gap to fourth place getter, Darren Hossack. And now, because they come down into the bottom section, actually Neil Pearson in fourth. Neil Pearson, the fourth place getter on the racetrack at the present time. Once again, Hossack looking for a run through on the inside on. Hossack gets a little out of shape. Oh, and a jumble of field and cars all over the racetrack at this stage. Oh, plenty of bumping and shoving there. And this now allows Remo Luciani to skip well clear. And in third position as they come on the main straightaway, the top runner, Remo Luciani. Darren Hossack back there in second position, and that jumble down in through the S's has certainly split the field up now, and Remo Luciani with a little bit of breathing space, not so much pressure now as he goes down past the pit gates, well clear of Hossack back in second position as the rest of the field streams through. But up until then, Remo Luciani certainly had all the pressure applied and did an absolutely brilliant performance out in front. Never at any stage did he move offline, drove absolutely brilliantly as he goes down, prepares to take a run down the main straightaway. Not too many more laps remaining in the Clubman late division, and it's still Remo Luciani. Darren Hossack also not having driven absolutely brilliantly, not having put a wheel wrong throughout this final, and now looks to have a comfortable second placing. So Remo Luciani, Darren Hossack there, neatly slotted away in second position as Remo Luciani goes through the S's. Field now strung out all around the racetrack. Quite a battle going on for third and fourth between cart number 68. That, of course, is cart number 68, Neil Pearson, and cart number 83, Mark Wicks. And they've certainly lost a lot of ground in the last couple of laps. They're now battling for third and fourth. Remo Luciani down past the pit gates once again. Now having an easy run out in front through the S's. Cart number 4, Darren Hossack in second position. They in turn were tailed out by cart number 68, Neil Pearson, and the next one through is cart number 83, and that's Mark Wicks. So that's your top 4, and not too many laps remaining in the Clubman Light division here at the Geelong Kart Racing Club. Certainly a great exhibition, a tremendous performance by Remo Luciani. Down into the bottom section of the course once again, now negotiating the S's. Having an effortless run out in front. Still Hossack holding down second position. Next one through is cart number 68, and that's Neil Pearson, and they in turn were tailed out by Mark Wicks. So that's the top 4 running order. Remo Luciani in first position, Darren Hossack in second spot, Neil Pearson in third, and Mark Wicks in fourth. That's the top 4 down into the bottom turn, preparing to run through the S's once again. Remo Luciani doing a beautiful job, doing it easily out in front. No pressure whatsoever. Darren Hossack in second. The order remaining unchanged. Back in third spot is cart number 68, Neil Pearson, and they in turn were tailed out by Mark Wicks. Wicks now having a go at Pearson as they go down into the bottom turn there. They're battling for third and fourth positions on the racetrack. Still Remo Luciani leading. Hossack in second position. And now quite a battle developing in actual fact for third, fourth and fifth position. In third spot, it's cart number 68, Neil Pearson. They in turn were followed by Mark Wicks, and the man who is really applying the pressure to both of them, and it's actually Melinda Price. Melinda Price, in actual fact, going down on the inside now, down into the bottom turn, Melinda Price. So here's a battle, third, fourth and fifth on the racetrack at the present time, but the checkered flag and the winner of the Clubman Light is Remo Luciani, an absolutely brilliant performance. Darren Hossack also a top drive